Hello YouTube, this is MichaelB the Game Genie, and this is a quick video response to EdT1138's Top 3 Tuesday, featuring Andrew's Game Display. Top 3 rarest items in my collection. So guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not consult Rarity Guide. I did not go by any preconceived notions of what was rare. I basically just thought about what was rare to me and what was really hard to come by. So the first of which is a game Ed held up in his collection, but didn't state it as one of his rarest games, and that was Earthbound on the Super Nintendo. I was looking for this game for about 5 years, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to thrift stores, local game stores, never came across a copy. If I ever did see it, it was at a ridiculous price. Saw it once on Craigslist Newfoundland, and it was complete, and the guy wanted like $800 for it, and I tried to talk to him reasonably, but he wouldn't listen. Good thing, too, because a complete copy on eBay now, I saw a little while ago, went for like $5,000. I mean, that's ridiculous, but at the same time, I mean, if people are willing to pay it, I guess if you're selling it, you deserve to get it. I don't ever look into how much a game is worth, because other than knowing how much I should probably pay for it or how much I should expect to pay for it, I'm never going to sell any of my games. It really doesn't matter to me. But Earthbound is one that I absolutely had to have. I watched a couple of reviews on it, and it's a game I wanted when I was younger, and I just never ever picked up. So I finally got it. I hit a guy off Craigslist that was selling this massive load of Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. Turns out he had a video game store that never worked out, so he basically just sold all these games from his house. I was kind of under a pressure situation to pick it up because he had it on Craigslist Newfoundland, and basically I was leaving the next day on a business trip, so I only had that night. So I contacted him in the morning. He never got back to me. I never heard from him until around 10 o'clock at night. I rushed over to his house, bartered with him as best I could, and got it below market value for about 50% of what it was worth at the time. So anyways, I paid too much, but I was just so excited to add it to my collection, and I really enjoy playing it. Now the second item I'm going to hold up is going to seem a little bit odd, because a lot of people are going to say automatically, well, it's cool, but really it's not that rare. And that is the TurboGrafx 16. But a lot of you are saying, that doesn't look like my TurboGrafx 16, and you're right. It doesn't look exactly like your TurboGrafx 16. It's a little bit longer. And that's because, you can see attached to the back here, is the Turbo Booster. And what the Turbo Booster is, it's an accessory that they sold separate that let you plug in your audio-visual cables to get your optimal picture quality on your TV. I never had a TurboGrafx 16 growing up. I was the only kid on my street that never had one, and I was actually the biggest one in the games. I just never got around to picking it up. So when I was looking for this stuff later, I just couldn't find anything. I came across one Turbo Booster Plus on eBay.ca once, and the guy wanted like $50 for it. And I said, this guy is crazy. I'm not paying $50 for that. Little did I know at the time that they also go on Amazon.ca for around $300. So needless to say, I never got it, and it started a massive search for me. I had to find a Turbo Booster. So I finally got one off eBay.ca, unfortunately. And it came from Japan. I paid roughly around $60 for it, which I know a lot of people are going to scream at me, you still pay too much, but I love this. I hate RF connectors to my TV, don't know why, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. It's one of, in my opinion, the rarest things I have, the Turbo Booster. Last but not least is something that's probably not all that rare to the common collector, but it seems to be rare in a lot of videos, and it was very important to me growing up that I had one. I told most people here, if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm using the same NES right now for recording all my video and playing all my games that I've had ever since I was roughly around 7 years old. But I ran into the same problems everybody else did. It was just impossible to get the games to work before I knew about properly cleaning them. And I almost had a dream about owning a Nintendo system that was an actual Nintendo system that worked all the time. And that's when the dream came into my mind of owning the NES 101. This thing supposedly was going to work all the time, where you top-load the games, they work perfectly. Unfortunately, I didn't research it enough, and when I actually got my NES 101, I ran into the line issue. There's some really noticeable lines that go down the basically vertical lines across your TV when you're playing. It's a little frustrating, but at the same time, it was still something I was very excited to add to my collection, and something that's apparently very rare. But I'll go back to what Ed said about Earthbound. You gotta ask yourself the question, how rare is something if you have multiple copies? Well, I actually do have multiple copies. So this is my NES 101 that I have in circulation that I actually play games on. But I also have my box complete NES 101 control deck. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The box is in beautiful mint condition. I'm very excited to have this. I got really lucky. This was on an eBay bid, and I guess the guy doesn't normally sell Nintendo games, or he had a bad rating or something, so no one wanted to bid against me. I was the only bidder, and I picked this up at the lowest possible price I can, which I'm not going to tell you because I still probably overpaid. The thing I love the most about my box complete NES 101 is that this is pretty much brand new. Take a look, everything is still in its original plastic wrap. And it even comes with the instruction booklet and poster, still perfectly sealed and in beautiful mint condition. So, I have no idea what this is worth, and to be honest, I don't really care. I'm just very happy to have it in my collection, because it's something I always wanted. So I wanted to say thank you very much to EdT1138, again, Top 3 Tuesday. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it. Andrew's Game Display, as soon as I saw the video, I subscribed to you today. I'm really excited to check out your channel, and it looks like you got a lot of really cool stuff. So as soon as I get a chance, I'm actually going to sit down and go through a lot of your videos. So anyways, thank you very much, guys. I'll talk to you next time.